Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey, thank you for tuning in this early. I see we got some people on the chat line already. Episode 27. Episode 27. Man, we getting there. It's February 4th. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Juice here.
Adolph, a.k.a. Young Jimmy J.
Big man in the house.
And we got a good show for you. Of course, we got to talk about the big game. The Super Bowl is today. The game. We've been waiting for this all year. We will talk about some NFL news as well. We'll talk about the honors, the Hall of Famers that were inducted or selected. Congratulations to them. And then we'll talk about just overall, man, it's a Super Bowl. What else is there to talk about today? You know, we got some of the news, but this is our holiday for sports fans.
Of course, we got to talk some Cowboys Super Bowls.
Well, we'll talk some Cowboys, reminisce on some old stuff. But
I'm still all Cowboys, baby.
There you go. I got my Cowboy socks on today. Got my Mike Patricia on.
I have my Cowboys undies.
But y'all stay tuned in. It's going to be a good show, man. Y'all get ready. We're already too hype on Super Bowl Sunday. It's a holiday.
I don't even know. It's for the laughing in first, but we're ready for this.
We're ready for this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
You're now tuned in to the Sports Cave on #Champs.
All right, so we want to welcome you to the Sports Cave, the official podcast of real fans. This show streams live on YouTube every Sunday morning about 9:30. So start your morning with us and interact with our. We do interact with the audience through chat and telephone calls. So remember to call in too. If you can't make the live stream, the recorded version is available on YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play Music Monday mornings at 6 a.m. So we'd like you to have you subscribe to our community, and you can do so by visiting #champs.tv.
And don't forget to check out our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at DaSportzCave, and you can always catch the live stream by going to DaSportzCave.live. Thank you very much.
Make sure you hit subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe.
Tell your tia.
Tell your tia, your tío, the guy making tacos, everybody, man.
Everybody. Sancho,
word, man.
la que sea. Right.
We're going to make some big news, and you can be
Bill
a part of
collector
it.
calling you, tell him
too.
Right.
Tell him, look, I'll pay
Don't
this
bother
bill.
me. Call the Sports Cave.
You call Sports Cave, then you might find some of them foods.
Don't come looking for me.
Yeah. You can expect payment whenever you want. Now, you ain't going to get it.
So what day is it?
Today's Super Bowl Sunday, bro.
Super Bowl Sunday. Biggest eating day, one of the biggest grocery days.
Right.
I don't know how this is
Pizza
not a holiday,
day.
bro.
It pretty much is a national holiday. Call-in day tomorrow.
I took off.
Right.
Maybe
I
some
put my
drug
time in
testing
request
tomorrow.
early, bro.
You never know. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. I used to take the day off. I'm not taking the day off this year. I really don't care as much because of the teams, but it's all good. I think that's kind of mutual with everybody in Dallas. They're taking it easy this year, but it is still the Super Bowl.
It's still Super Bowl.
And you still got to watch. You're going to watch it regardless,
There'll be
right?
a lot of charcoal smoke in the air
Yeah,
today.
bro. I know some
a
of
lot
y'all
of
are out there
cooking.
making them briskets right now. Let us know
Right
what's up.
now.
Send me a plate.
Yeah,
Send me a
I
plate.
come
sure.
test your skills and see what you're working
Taste
with.
test.
Rotel dip. Like,
Yeah, bro.
That's a for sure.
You know, I know all these businesses love this
Who got
day.
the taco man on deck?
Right? Ooh, that's a good idea. Man,
He's probably cruiser right now.
That's
Wake
right.
his ass up.
Right.
He's like, I charge extra for Super Bowl Sunday.
For real.
But leading up to the game, man, there is some news, NFL news for sure that happened this week before, the game started.
Big move.
A lot of big moves, a lot of good news for some things. I'll start off with Ryan Shazier was discharged from the rehab he was at now to go into another. So he's walking and getting up.
That's a blessing, man.
That's good to hear, man.
That's good. Bigger than football.
Yeah, that's a bigger thing, man. Now,
bigger
I
than
know
the
he
game.
That was a crazy hit, but the good thing is that we didn't know he was gonna walk again, and he's up and doing good. So that's good to hear, man. It's always good news.
That's awesome. So big shout out to him, the whole Pittsburgh Steelers family and Steeler Nation. I know everybody's been worried about him for a long time. He's a good dude, does a lot of stuff in the community, and a lot of different people be affected by that. And I just real quick, I just want to say what's up to our chatters that we have here.
Good morning,
James Jones,
James
Carlos,
Jones.
what's up, Manny,
Little Manny.
Everybody's looks pumped up for the Super Bowl.
Shout out
shout out to
Priscilla,
them,
good
and shout
morning,
out to
boo.
Priscilla, Miss Espinoza,
Mrs.
lady
Sports Cave.
of the Sports Cave. We are well aware of that. So thank you very much for
Thank
your
y'all
support,
for tuning
man.
in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in early.
Yeah, but the NFL, I mean, other things going on. Alex Smith being traded over to the Washington
To the
Redskins.
Nobody saw that one coming.
What
Right,
in the
as a
world?
Cowboys fan, I mean, I don't know, man.
Right.
He's pretty good though. Like he takes care of the ball. He doesn't make as many mistakes as Kirk Cousins, but Cousins is actually, I think, a better quarterback,
I
a
think so,
younger
too.
quarterback. I mean, the numbers say that too.
I was just gonna get to that. I get the Alex Smith trade. You know, it's another piece for him, but Kirk Cousins has been doing a lot for your team with nothing. He's proven himself there.
Yeah,
and you franchise tagged him.
To me,
twice.
The way I look at it, like you had your franchise quarterback in Kirk Cousins, and now you brought in Alex Smith, which is his
traveling man.
his third team now. You know, he's probably more towards the end of his career than his beginning of his career. Kirk Cousins is still, you know, in the midst of his prime right now. So I don't know what the Redskins are doing, but I hope it backfires on him.
I hope
And
so too.
the latest news is stating that they are possibly going to franchise tag him in order to trade him to another team. So it's basically going to up the ante.
Y'all just slapped that fool in the face,
for them.
bro.
So this could possibly be the third time, but he would have a nice size contract. He was already in the $20
I was telling him,
million
Adolph, I don't
range
think
per
it'll
season.
happen, but it'll be funny if they was to franchise him and then can't trade him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, yeah. But there are a lot of suitors out there, possible suitors, but you
Denver
know,
here.
the price is
Denver,
going to be nice.
Jacksonville.
So
where
yeah,
I've been hearing.
they're gonna be looking to
Man,
get
I don't
picks.
know, bro. I just let him go. Like I think he's thinking he's gonna be a free agent in March, but I don't. Man, I don't know what the hell the Redskins are doing.
Yeah, and Manny brings up a good point. He's saying that the Redskins and the Chiefs are taking a step back. Mahomes is basically going to be a rookie quarterback, so the Chiefs are going to be taking a chance with him. He's good. He has
He's good,
potential,
but
he's going to be like a
you
young
had to prove
Romo
it.
to me.
You
He's
had to
going to be
prove it
throwing a lot
formula,
of
yeah.
interceptions too. So
Yeah.
well, we'll see how that goes. So
I know the Chiefs. I know like Hunt was disappointed to see him go. Alex Smith go, but as much as we had to see him twice, I remember when we played Kansas and we kind of held him down. So that was with our mediocre defense. So I'm not looking. I'm not too concerned, but it's still a factor that we gotta see a full twice a year.
right, and thanks, Los. He's saying $35 million with the tag on Cousins, so $35 million for that year. So that compensation is going to be heavy. So there's going to be. Washington will be sitting pretty. They'd be smart to do it, and just because if they don't do that, then they don't get anything in return. But there's a big possibility they can, and they're basically just flexing on the rest of the
Man,
NFL.
but you think that? Yeah, they're flexing on him. You think he's gonna want to stay somewhere?
No,
like
he
here, close
doesn't
by,
want to
so
go.
you can play them fools twice. The
I
Brett
don't.
Favre.
He doesn't care where he goes. He just wants to get out of Washington. You know.
Right.
I know Denver's really. I know that.
But
Denver
that would be
players,
ideal for
Denver
them.
players are
Denver
wanting
would be
there.
very ideal for
But
him.
what do they have, to give
to
and
give.
stuff like that? So that's going to be a big
Yeah.
deal, something to watch out for. So and it affects the Dallas Cowboys, of course, who we love. So
Keep
keep an eye on that, Cowboys fans. Let's see what kind of moves we do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're not
kind
feeling
of
so
sleeping
great.
over here.
Yeah.
Jerry's still Mimi's.
Quick start to free agency though. Super Bowl ain't even over.
Yeah,
that's
man,
true.
that is true.
That's
They're
true,
working
man.
early.
So NFL's off season's getting shorter and shorter each year, which makes it
and
exciting.
there's really not an off season, bro. Because right now, then we're waiting, looking and getting updates on trades, and then with the
Before you
the
know it,
draft's
it's
in
draft
draft,
day.
and that's gonna
We'll
be here.
in
Catch us at the
Dallas.
draft.
What up?
Don't know how we're gonna do, but we're
We're
gonna
gonna
be there.
Yeah, man. A lot of things going on in Dallas. Even the NCAA tournament is coming out here. Some
Yeah.
guys at work and I were talking about that too. We're like, hey, we need to go out there, at least the tournament
Yeah, just
town,
watch a
something
few
like
games,
that.
man.
Yeah, do something,
Right.
man. It's gonna be awesome.
That's probably one of my
Big
favorite
things popping
basketball
out here.
events. Another news: NFL. They announced that the Chiefs and the Rams are going to be playing in Mexico next season.
Nice.
I don't know if they have
Nice.
anybody else, but
Mexico City.
yeah, that's
No,
that's
no,
usually where they
Azteca,
have it. So the
right.
Chiefs and Rams. I guess there's a lot of Rams fans maybe from
LA.
LA. So
yeah,
that's a good time.
I'm sure both. Yeah,
I think the
they're
Raiders
just
was a good one, and the Cowboys are always a favorite out there. So we'll
Right.
see how this one goes.
nice.
And then I read that Goodell stated they were going to review the catch rule.
They need to, man. It's
I'm
bullshit.
glad to hear that because, man, it's so out there. It's like every ref has a different opinion. of
No
what a
one knows
catch is.
what a catch is. The announcers don't know what a catch is. It's just confusing and just causing speculation. Don't you? Don't
Yeah,
y'all
it's
agree?
the Des. I don't know. I still mad about the Des catch, bro. That
When
one
I
catch.
see that-
Speaking
Oh,
of
go
the
ahead.
Des catch, on a quick note,
No,
did
you're
y'all
good.
see the obituary that Des shared? This guy went to the grave saying that Des caught the ball.
Oh,
my boy,
man.
my boy messaged it to me, and I didn't really pay
Oh, yeah,
attention,
that
so that
was
had to
pretty
be
cool,
one
man.
of those.
That's
That's
cool,
pretty
man.
awesome.
That
They
is
had
awesome.
like a whole little, like a quick little statement of his life. He said he went to the grave, or he went to the grave saying that Des caught him.
That's
did catch it,
awesome,
bro.
Y'all gotta throw up the X for that,
Shout
dude,
out,
man.
man.
Shout
He's
out to
watching
him.
out
He's
for
a
the
Cowboys
Cowboys,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Cowboys loyalty. I've seen it. My dad was a diehard 49ers fan, and when he had when my dad passed away, he had a 49ers style funeral, and we had all that type of
Yeah,
stuff. So I definitely respect that. In his
man.
obituary, he had his
Right.
Niners hat and stuff like that. So there's some diehard fans that will take that stuff with them to the
He
grave.
would
And that's the
not let us
definition
leave
of
it
a
down,
fan.
bro.
So you gotta love that stuff.
You could not go to his house and not get something with the Cowboys.
Right. Yeah, man.
It was good, man. Shout out though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
The biggest 49ers Cowboys fan I ever knew.
Yeah,
That
big
was
time.
Manny's MO. It was like you a Cowboys fan, don't lie.
Big time. Big
But yeah,
time.
man, that catch rule is crazy, dude.
Right.
Like,
It is. It is. It's absurd. So hopefully they have something more defined and that everybody can tell. You know, make it more black and white.
it should be simple. You catch it, you
Right,
catch it. But
right.
there's so many like I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's making the league look bad. I was gonna say when I'm watching a live game and it comes up, and if I have another option to watch something else, and that whole review process comes up, I just change it because
yeah, bro, they're getting crazy.
I hate seeing an announcer say what they think it is, and then it becomes something else, and you know everybody just gets
And it's
pissed
a
off,
whole
and
thing,
then
yeah.
we talk about this and that, and of course the Des catch and all that stuff. It just pisses me
The
off.
biggest
So
one I
change it.
remember is that when the Steelers were on the goal line and they caught it and his elbow hit,
Yeah.
but they didn't. I don't like. Come on, man.
Yeah, and people talk about ratings and stuff like that. That's part
That's
of it
why.
too. You lose credibility, like
Yeah.
in work, like just a job, for example. When a job loses credibility, people quit paying attention. You know what I mean? So I think that's universal with the
Right.
with the league and part of that problem too.
And
so.
I get they have sponsor ads, but I think another now that we're talking about it is all the commercials between like
that too.
the kick.
You have every review takes all those
review takes,
commercials.
like, yeah, man, I was like, God, dog, like it's becoming a 3-hour event, and I get it.
Yeah.
It's not a baseball game though.
Yeah, and
I
our
get
t-
a baseball game.
In
Yeah,
ca-
our
in
attention
case the
span is
NFL doesn't
nothing now.
We only watch commercials during the Super Bowl.
That's the only time I want to watch commercials is the Super Bowl.
Right.
And like during the game, let's get to the game. Let's get some action. I guess maybe
Right.
they feel the pressure from the XFL a little bit. That's what their goal was. But I just they can make a better product. You're the biggest franchise, like you know, your sport. The NFL is the biggest, the most powerful one in
Yeah.
the world, probably, maybe.
It is one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them,
If
and
not,
you gotta put out that quality product if people stop watching, man.
right.
big
Well,
time, man.
Yeah, so there'll be some more news coming out later on, and we'll
Coach
keep you informed.
Patricia's fired up. Man.
Yeah,
He's fired up for the Super Bowl. Check him out.
get my defense ready.
If you didn't notice, look at this. He looks like Juice Patricia,
Juice
Matt
Patricia, I'm
the
a
twin,
long lost twin
Twinkie.
brother. So when he goes to
Yeah.
Detroit, I'm gonna have to make sure I go to one of those Cowboy
Put
games.
me in, Coach.
Put me in, man. Let
He's
me
gonna get that Motown dance ready for y'all. Y'all stay tuned for that. If y'all haven't seen
Yeah.
it, it's pretty sexy.
I'm gonna get on TV as Patricia's double, man. Some way, somehow.
right.
We're gonna make that happen.
We need a fund. We're gonna start up a fund to get Juice Man down there on the sideline and get him on TV
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to put on
with
some
the
weight.
little clipboard. You'll be alright, bro.
I'll be alright. I need a headset. Y'all need to give me a
the
headset.
TV
and-
adds 10 pounds. They say.
Oh,
man.
okay, then I'm good. I'm good.
Chubb life.
Chubb life.
You're good.
Yeah, man. So shout out to my brother and his my sister.
What up, Carlos?
Yeah, they're I know they're going for the Patriots today.
And
so.
thanks for that free pizza too.
Yeah,
by the way,
shout out. Now that we kind of mentioned that,
Y'all want to go ahead and go with
We'll
it?
just give y'all. We'll mention
Might
it
as well, bro.
a few times. So my
Okay.
brother won the Chubb Club League, our league that we're all in, and
Old Hickory, the
and Old
beloved
Hickory,
Old
the
Hickory
beloved
trophy
Old
for the.
Hickory.
We started in 2011.
Yeah, so
it's
he
his
won
first
it.
time winning it.
And
I
we-
beat him before in the championship, just for the record.
so the trophy went back to a Hickory original, which is it's good. It's always good news.
Yeah, Hickory boys.
The Hickory boys got
From
the
East
trophy, in,
Garland,
but he
Texas.
said he wanted to help the show out.
That's dope.
And he won pizza for a year.
Thanks.
So from now until the end of the year, we have a free pizza giveaway at Old Chicago. The pizza. We're not pizza.
Pizza pie.
We're gonna give a free pizza out, and it's not a little personal pizza. It's
Ugo
a big
actually got
pizza.
to enjoy the
I
first
got
one
to
for the
enjoy-
record.
he
So
gave-
just to sample it so he could
Yeah,
share with
just
you
trying to-
guys how it works.
I guess
you
my
know?
brother felt bad that I got last place, and
That's
so he's
okay.
helping me out, man. So I got the
Last
pizza.
place.
What a brother.
I went to test it to make sure it was a legit coupon, bro, and I
How'd
got
it-
the big pizza. Like it was
See?
it's
Meat
a value.
lovers?
It's a meat. No, not the meat lovers.
That's
See,
the 8
man.
special.
That's the Ados favorite.
Every
It
time
is
he
a
brings
full
it up.
size.
Carry on.
You have a $25. You have $25 limit for the pizza, so that
Nice.
covers a.
That's a lot of
yeah,
pizza.
and I ate 2 slices and I was done.
Damn.
Damn.
And my wife ate one. My daughter ate one, and then we had half a pizza left.
You're losing
Nice.
your skills, man. You're losing your skills.
Yeah, bro, I just couldn't do it. I tried to eat the third one. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do
The
it.
force not
This
so
is
strong with this
yeah,
one.
man, this is a big deep dish pizza. It's good. And so if you guys are interested in
That's
winning,
what's up.
we're
Appreciate
gonna
that,
tell you how to
Carlos.
do
Stay
that here
tuned.
later. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll give you the rules of the contest and how to win free pizza.
We'll give out the deets later.
yeah, man. So stay tuned to the end of the show. We'll tell you how.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, anyway, so another thing that happened in NFL was the Honors Awards, and they announced the Hall of Fame inductees, man.
That's
There was
awesome.
a good class coming out. But
Yeah, some Dallas ties in there too.
yeah, so we'll start off with naming some of the Honors Awards that happens every year before the Super Bowl. And there was some good. Some of them are kind of expected. Some of them, are surprising. But the Pepsi Rookie of the Year from the Saints, Alvin Kamara, man. I definitely can see that. I can see that, man.
He looked like a video game when he was playing out there, man.
He playing Madden out there, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he was out, like it was unexpected. He was kind of under the radar in the beginning of the season,
And he had a good back also behind
the
him.
whole talk
Ingram.
with them was how was it going to work with Ingram and Peterson?
And Peterson, yeah. He pretty
then
much.
nobody was even saying anything about Alvin Kamara, and then next thing you know, boom, boom, boom,
Bam.
Peterson gets traded, and Kamara's like the sensation of the season.
Right.
Or at least to close out the season. At the beginning of the
bro,
season,
he was beasting, bro.
It was more like Kareem Hunt, but I mean, he took it and finished it, and took Rookie of the Year from Kareem Hunt.
I think Kareem Hunt got that notoriety from the beginning, from the first game. It was the only game on, and then we're like, oh man, we're on the hype train. But slowly but surely, Kamara came back.
Steady, bro. At the end of the season, he
finish
turned it
the
up.
season in
Yeah,
the NFL,
big
man.
time, big
It
time.
is. The
He led them to a playoff run.
FedEx Air and Ground Players of the Year is, of course, Carson Wentz
Carson
and then Todd Gurley.
That's nice. It says a
I
lot
like
too
combo,
that
man.
Wentz went down and still won the
still
award.
won.
He was on pace for MVP possibility, and he was in that talk. And with him going down, of course he didn't win it, but that's a big shout out to him. He took a big step up.
It's not.
And
one of
Gurley too. Gurley, come on now. Like Gurley had a bad year and
still had a
came
good
back
year.
and was just awesome. I don't know if he was comeback player of the year, but he
And the Rams
should have
are a
been
team
up
to
there.
watch with Goff and Gurley there, man.
But they got a nice future.
Right.
The wide receivers, Cup, on Woods, all those guys.
Man,
Yeah, man.
their defense is good.
Yeah, their defense.
Speaking of
is
defense,
insane.
the AP Defensive Player of the Year from the Rams,
Q.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron
Yeah,
Donald.
bro. He's a special
Rams are
player to
doing-
watch, bro.
Yeah.
Like you watch their defense play, you see him there, and
He's
he
in there.
sticks out, man. Amongst all these
Paid a
big
man.
giants, he's there, and he's not as big as a lot of the offensive linemen he goes against, but he's so quick and dominant, and he does his thing. He's a joy to watch, man. He's
Right.
awesome. Yeah, he's definition of defense.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm telling that's a good team to be on, man. That team is. Watch out for the Rams next year, man.
Yeah.
Not a big known award, but the Salute to Service Award presented by USAA was the Atlanta Falcons receiver Andre Roberts.
That's what's up, man. So that's for doing stuff in the community.
Mm.
We'll get to bigger known awards here. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no surprise, Alvin Kamara.
Right on.
Nice. I
Right.
mean that I'm telling you, man. That's a good award to
deserved.
have, man.
Right.
And then the Offensive Player of the Year again, Todd Gurley.
Right.
So they're winning awards. Let's see.
The Defensive Rookie of the Year.
This
Rookie of the
guy,
year.
Marshawn Lattimore, he made a big difference in
Man.
the New Orleans defense. Like you could tell from, and shout out to myself for recognizing this in the preseason. But no, from the preseason on, you could tell their defense was going to be really good. They had a young core, and he was a part of that young core, and they had a lot of draft picks over the last couple of years, and this dude stood out amongst really good between a really good defense all around. He stood out. He was a superstar. So big shout out to him. He's going to be a good player to watch the next few years.
They gave the offensive line of the year to the Eagles, which
Man,
they
were
did
tough,
predict.
though,
They
bro,
were tough. They were
every
good.
piece they put in did well. It didn't matter who they put in there. Was it Ajayi? Was it Blunt? Or whoever
They
had.
definitely gave Carson a lot, some time to throw the ball. Now he got hit a few times, but
Foles too. Yeah, but they really got sacked,
really
man.
did. Yeah, they really didn't get too much back behind
Yeah,
them.
I think their defense helped them out big time on that type of stuff. But yeah,
The Art Rooney Award went to Luke Kuechly, which is always up there. His Sportsmanship Award. I can see that he's a good linebacker, man.
Right.
He deserves a lot of stuff. Let me see what else we
Yeah,
got here.
come-
Comeback Player of the Year, Keenan Allen. I don't know.
He did have a good year though.
yeah, Keenan Allen.
Coming off that
No, he did.
gruesome injury,
Yeah, he had a bad
back
injury.
to back, and then to
He
come
was
back like
dominant.
he did.
Yeah, he was dominant,
Yeah.
man. Like, and he did
That
a
was
lot
well
of
deserved.
he did a lot of stuff with short catches and was zigging and zagging through defenders and stuff. He made a lot of yards after contact type of stuff. Yeah, he was killing it this year. That's awesome for him.
AP assistant coach of the year is Pat Shurmur, the offensive coordinator from the Vikings.
Yeah.
Which they actually, man, I can see that they did a lot of good things out there.
Yeah, with different quarterbacks.
With different quarterbacks, and they still had two of the top producing receivers. So
Right,
Nice.
and then no telling what would have happened. That would have still
Nice.
had
He has to be
that's without their star running.
And Pat Shurmur has to be a top candidate for maybe NFL type jobs.
Yeah,
or
man.
coaching, NFL head
coaching,
coaching
yeah.
jobs. Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. They voted the performance play of the year was the Minnesota Miracles, what they're calling it.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
that play was amazing.
It was awesome.
So, but too bad they didn't make it anywhere past that.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. The
Throwing some salt out there.
coach of the
Right.
year,
You know,
Sean McVay. I
Sean
think everybody
McVay,
knew that one was
should
going to
have been
happen,
a
right?
given.
Yeah, and the most valuable player, Tom Brady, is for the third time. Yay.
Yay! Woo.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feel our excitement for that?
We knew that was coming. Walter Payton Award. This is no surprise.
But
No
process
surprise at all.
J.J. Watt, man, he did a lot of good things for Houston.
Big shout
bro,
out to him.
so-
We've talked about him. Yeah, but definitely he did a lot of things
For
for
the
Houston for
community.
H-Town during the time of crisis. Yeah, let's talk about the Hall of Fame,
That's
man.
what we want to
Right?
get to. Now we got past that.
This is gonna be a nice little
Woo.
class right here.
This is the
Okay.
generation of football.
And you're
like,
talking
we
guys.
watch
I mean,
playing,
and
man.
there are some elder guys in there, but I mean, guys we for sure grew up watching. Ray Lewis, first ballot.
Boy,
Brian
Boy,
Urlacher,
Ray.
first ballot. Linebackers, like those are old school
made me
linebackers.
want to go to Cleveland just for the Hall of Fame game.
With the
man.
style of play that we have now, there may not be any other linebackers
Like
that are
this?
going to be like this type of style going forward. Just the way that they get to play. So
Hey, I'm shout out to my boy Adrian.
I'm glad
at
that we
work.
got to watch him. You know what I mean? So
we've been having debates all week about Urlacher versus Sean Lee's career. So
Okay.
shout out to Adrian. He's one of our posters.
That's apples and oranges.
our
Urlacher,
WWE
big time.
hockey fan. that
I love
watches the
Sean
show.
Lee, but come on, man.
That's
You
Brian
can't-
Urlacher, bro.
Yeah, that's Brian Urlacher. He was special, and their whole defense
There's
was
like
special.
a lot of defensive players this year.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Brian
I mean-
Dawkins is in there too.
right?
Man, Dawkins was a beast.
Ooh,
though,
man.
Yeah, he was.
As much as I hated the Eagles, Brian
Bro,
Dawkins
he was
That-
a beast, man.
Their defense
Boy, that
was
visor,
tough.
you saw that visor on that helmet, you knew he was coming with.
Brian
Yeah.
Dawkins was good, bro.
Yeah, laying the wood.
No surprise
she
here,
said.
Randy Moss. Randy
Yeah.
Moss is no surprise.
Man, y'all see him when
He was
got
dominant, man.
that knock at the door, man. He
Cowboy
was
killer,
emotional,
bro.
man.
Yeah, he was a cowboy killer.
Cowboy
Cowboys
killer. We
could have
shoulda
had
had
him.
him,
He was like everybody
coulda,
killer, man.
shoulda. Yeah,
God.
he really was. But he liked to make statements
Oh,
against
yeah.
Jerry Jones because he really wanted
Especially
to play
against
here.
Jerry Jones.
Right.
Yeah,
I was watching
yeah.
a little video collage with him last night. Man, Culpepper used to just chunk that ball up there.
Bro, he got a verb named. He just mossing somebody now. Like that's how
Right.
good he was, bro.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
you just
He
got
did his own
mossed.
thing. He
gotta
did
catch
his
the
own
ball.
thing. And
Like,
he was
you
awesome.
just got mossed.
You just
yeah,
got mossed, bro.
physical. He was skinny. He was slight, but he was able to do his
Physical,
thing.
bro,
He was
yeah.
physical as can
Came
be.
from
you know?
if you haven't watched this 30 for 30, man, y'all need to watch that. That's a really good one to watch. Came from nothing.
Yeah.
Small town.
Yeah, if you're not a fan of his and you watch that, then you can't not be a fan of his.
Good
Basically.
friends with White Chocolate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He can play some ball
He
too.
can play some ball too.
Yeah, with Jason Williams.
So Randy Moss was no surprise. I'm glad to see him in. I
Yeah.
really am glad to see him in.
What about our boy T.O.?
T.O.?
Finally got in.
Finally. Y'all been
Y'all
holding
happy
up
on
on T.O.
that?
I am happy about that,
Y'all
man.
got y'all's popcorn ready?
Yeah, I
Yes.
do. I do. Can you imagine the party Randy Moss and T.O. might have when they're out there partying together at the Hall of Fame? Might have to go to Canton for
That's
that.
what I was
People-
saying. We're going to have to go to Canton
See
for this
that.
one, man.
Man, people
and the
hate
squirrel
on T.O.,
dance
man.
too,
Yeah.
man.
People hate on T.O., dude. Like,
But they don't understand how great of a
He
wide
is a
receiver
great
he
receiver,
was,
man.
He was on
Dominant.
some great teams,
He
too,
was a
man.
diva, and
He was a
that's
diva.
He
cost
played with
him.
Steve Young. He got to play
he
with
did
Donald
sound
McNabb.
star, but he came back and dominated for us.
Made
too,
some big
so.
catches too.
And if
Yeah,
y'all didn't
clutch
know, he
catches.
played in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, hurt,
with
and
a
was
broken
still
leg,
clowning.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He broke his leg.
How was he
when
running
he
with
played
his
with
leg
Philly.
broke?
Yeah, bro. So he came back before anybody thought he would come back. Like nobody thought he was going to play in that game. He had a
He had
nice
some good
performance.
plays, yeah.
I wonder how he go in or if he'll go win in any team. Like,
I don't
If it
know.
was- choose a
You know,
specific
I
one.
bet he would probably go 49ers.
probably yeah.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
And he played.
I think that's where he like made his name.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
we'll see.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
It's not. It's Niners or the Cowboys.
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
mean, but yeah, I think that's where you started off first.
That's a
so.
good question. What do y'all
Yeah.
think, chatters? What would T.O. Who should T.O. represent?
In the Hall of Fame.
Eagles, because he went to the Super Bowl game.
The Cowboys. We got paid
Right.
like crazy.
Right?
Lived here, still here.
I
Or
don't
the
know.
Niners.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, tell him.
Romo. Maybe Romo could persuade him that is his quarterback.
That is my quarterback.
That is his quarterback.
Yeah. So yeah, that meme or that picture will
And
live
Mino
in
just
infamy.
let us in on the notes. He's like the Cowboys because he cried for Romo. Yeah,
Yeah.
we said it at the same time, bro. Great time.
right on. Da-dum-ts.
students.
Right
that's
on.
a good. That's a
Just
good
gonna
class,
have to tune
bro.
in and find out.
We'll
Get
be
your
right
popcorn
down.
ready.
Keep us posted. I mean, and other people in the class, Bobby Bethard, Robert
GM.
Brazil, and
So we-
Jerry Kramer.
Should we make a bet and see if he's gonna cry at the sports at the?
Oh,
he's
he's
crying.
crying.
He's crying for
I'd
sure,
be
bro.
crying, so I can't knock anybody else for crying.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah?
he's got some
Do you
ties
think
to-
you'd be crying if you gave a Hall of Fame
Hell
speech?
yeah, I would be crying.
Yeah, I'd
That's
be
a great
like,
achievement, bro. There's a lot of football players.
I'd be
that
like
don't-
Danian Tomlinson crying.
You mean a Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
We'll make a Jordan fan. T.O. go cry.
Manny, you don't think you'd cry, bro?
Real men don't cry, man.
See, that's why you cried last night, man.
Carlos is saying that
Yeah,
he's going
you're
in
right,
like
man.
Dallas, like Sanders.
I cried when the Tomlinson gave his speech, man.
Yeah.
Sports
that's
tier.
yeah, bro. There's some speeches out there, like
Right.
Michael
Emmett-
Irvin
the
when
Michael
he
and the
retired.
Emmett.
I watched that and I cried like a baby, man.
I cried
he was
with
one
Troy,
of my
man.
favorite
Yeah,
players.
Troy was my
dude.
player,
right?
dude.
What's that?
Actually, yeah, the Emmitt Smith one was good, man.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith was good too.
And shout out to Emmett for acknowledging his line and his Hall of Famer that's not going to be Hall of Famer, Moose Johnson, bro. He did a lot without getting any awards for
Speaking
it.
of Emmitt,
Yeah.
did y'all see him? He was having an interview the other day, and the Eagles fan was
Yeah. Shut him up real quick.
shut him up real quick. How many?
That's why the
MVPs y'all
Eagles
got?
don't need to get a ring to me, bro. Their
Right?
fan base is like they cheered when Michael
know,
Irvin
man.
almost like
I know.
broke his neck and he
I
got
hate
hurt.
the Patriots, but I cannot root for the Eagles,
can't
bro.
root for the Eagles,
I can't
bro.
do it.
I hate
Like I
Barnes.
just can't do it. And I know Brady will get a possibility to get a
sixth?
sixth Super Bowl
I'd rather
and
say-
surpass the great Charles Haley, who's a local
Local legend,
icon
bro.
too. So, man, it's tough. But I'd
Yeah,
rather
but
see
I hate
that
those fans. I seen the
than to
other,
see
a
them
video
damn
the other
Eagles
day.
fans.
They were pouring beer on this guy because he had a Brady jersey on.
That's
That's crazy,
that's
bro.
too
They were
much,
throwing
dude.
stuff at the Vikings fans.
That's too
Yeah.
much. Cowboys fans, we're ignorant, we're loud, and whatever,
don't-
but
we
we
don't
don't do
respect
stuff
that
like
level.
that.
Now,
Yeah,
yo,
we're respectful. You
every
respect
sporting
us.
arena will have a fight or two. But
Yeah.
We're not to that extent where you're throwing batteries on the field to players,
Yeah,
bro.
for no
and-
reason, yeah.
That's you know what?
Yeah.
We're about to get into this. So
Let's
Right.
go.
before we do move on, we want to make sure we thank you for watching again and listening to the Sports Cave. That's only on #champs. And we also want to remind you that you can see any of our previous episodes by visiting vod.thesportscave.live. vod.thesportscave.live.
All right,
Now that
appreciate
we're
it, man.
heated into that, bro.
Yeah, fired up.
Fired up. This is the
Put me
reason.
in, coach.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Before we get into the
Time to
memorables
grub,
and the
Chub
most
Life
memorable
holiday.
Super Bowls, this is the reason I've been having a beef with all the Eagles people that are posting the room for the Eagles. How can you root for that team? Being a Cowboys fan, that's just hard for me to do, man. I cannot do that, especially all the turmoil and things that they put us through, and how their fan base is just ridiculous, dude. Like
Right.
no respect at all. I've seen people post Chiefs fans come to the Dallas game and they say, "Man, I've never been treated so well before," and people invited me to come eat and blah blah blah.
Nice.
You can't do that when you go to Philly or when you go to
Yeah,
a
for
Philly
sure.
game, man.
No, you
And it's
can't.
not just the Eagles. It's the Phillies, the Sixers. Their fan base is horrible, man. The brotherly love, city of brotherly love, and they hate everybody. So
Right.
I can't root for them, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Any memorable Super Bowls you remember? Now that we're talking about the Super Bowl,
I mean, of course.
Favorite?
Mino brought up the Cowboys versus Bills, the Michael Jackson
Ooh, that was a good Super Bowl.
halftime show. The Cowboys whooped
Right.
the Bills 52-17. Good Lord. And then, of course, the Leon Lett play.
Yeah.
Was it
Wait.
Dan Beebe or
You were-
Tasker?
Yeah, I forgot who.
I think it was Tasker that knocked the ball down, and
Took it from a big man.
But that was
man.
the first time that the Cowboys won the Super Bowl in the '90s. So of course that one holds a special place
Right.
to me, like forever. That will always be
My
like
favorite
my
is 30, bro.
Super
when they
Bowl.
played against the Steelers in Arizona. That was my favorite one.
Nice, yeah. It was the James Washington
Yeah, bro, that was-
interceptions.
Yeah, that was just because they were struggling in the half, and I was like, man, and then they just came back and just whooped up on them. Oof.
Some would say Neil O'Donnell was the MVP of that one.
Yeah, he was. Shout out. We're gonna send him a thank
To
you
the
basket. 30
Steelers.
years
What up,
later.
Steelers fans?
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Never
Just for that-
forget.
Never. That was my favorite Super Bowl.
That's
I just remember that day clearly.
Yeah.
So
Manny, you got any Super Bowls?
that you remember your favorite.
I just remember being so happy that the Bills never won a Super Bowl. They made all the
Yeah.
Super Bowls.
That's crazy. I
That's-
was going for
right.
them when they were playing against the Giants, but then had to switch when we whooped them twice.
Yeah,
you know,
Right.
in a row.
And we could have been 4 in a row, but the damn 49ers, man. The damn
Yeah.
49ers should have been 4 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And shout out to Jerry Rice. He's going to be here at Ticket Stock on the 16th, on the either 16th or 17th on that Friday. But yeah, I wanted to make it out there, but I'm not going to be able to make it out there. We'll be at our festival. So he'll be out there on the 17th. when we're having our festival.
Yeah.
But he'll be signing autographs. But don't go see that guy. But
Yeah,
go come
it's
see
Jerry
us.
Rice.
But
Right.
it is still Jerry Rice. So if you can get his autograph
at
and bring it to me, that'll be
Holla
sweet.
at us. Someone's,
Right.
while we're on the booth, someone go get us something signed for us.
Yeah, man. But I mean, even the Niners Super Bowls are some that I remember too when they waxed the Chargers and stuff like
yeah.
that. That was a
Right.
big game to me. I love those
I
uniforms
was
that
I
they
was digging
use.
on
I
Junior
like
Seau, bro.
I like
but
that Broncos and Packers Super Bowl too when Elway got him a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That was
yeah,
nice.
My
yeah.
mom was a big Elway fan.
I mean,
blue eyes.
Yeah, and then I mean, those were personal to me, but then you got to think of some of the great ones that
Like
they've
last
had.
year.
Yeah,
Last year
last
was
year
a
was
great
great.
one.
Yeah, and then the Tennessee and the Rams Super
That was a
Bowl.
good one.
Oh man,
Those nail
1
biting
yard.
ones, right? And then
God, man,
a
those
lot
were
of
some
the
good games.
Patriots ones too, coming down to a kick with Vinatieri. You know, so
Right.
you hate the Patriots, but you know, still
Or
even
the Seahawks throwing the ball instead of running the ball.
Yeah,
Right.
man, I still don't get that.
Super
Right.
Bowl moments.
Yeah,
man.
how do
Yeah.
you not run with Marshawn? Well, Marshawn at a time when he was really good.
right.
Like, but
Yeah,
hey,
Drew Brees winning the Super Bowl, having his son there. That was one of those
Right.
moments for me too.
I remember
Like,
that
was
game. I
pretty
remember
awesome.
coming back
Against
from
the
a
Colts.
halftime.
Yeah, I'm getting
You-
chills,
yeah.
man. Look at that. So,
It's Super Bowl Sunday. Against halftime, come back with an onside kick,
Yeah,
bro. That's
that's
Sean
how-
Payton. Dallas
Or
ties there
that,
too,
or
man.
that San Antonio Holmes touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Oh, with the toe touch.
Yeah, the
And
the tiptoe.
The tiptoe on it. There's been some good Super Bowl.
Right.
yeah, no, yeah. There's been some good things. I mean, anybody else? Like, of course, y'all want to share? Let us know of anything there. But
All right, so Adrian's tuned in. He's got a long one. He says, "I'm sick and tired of hearing about how the Eagles need to keep the ball out of Brady's hands. The only deciding factor is if Foles wants to see the water gypsy, Nacho Libre reference. We're big Nacho fans. The water
Interesting.
gypsy. He needs the eagle eggs.
oh, okay, so he's gonna need to see. That's the
Water
only
gypsy,
way
that's the
that
only way,
he
yeah.
can win.
Yeah.
Is to get that.
He needs to see the water gypsy
To
for his
eat
eagle powers.
The eagle egg. Okay, I got,
Did you summon your powers, Nick Foles?
I got you. Yeah, he's
Eagle
gonna
egg.
need something, bro. So I agree completely.
Tom Brady, he is the best.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, man. Get the chips out of my face.
Get the gun out of my face.
Yeah, bro. Big
yeah,
time.
so, yeah, there's
but
been a lot
yeah,
of
he's
good
gonna
Super
need
Bowls.
some luck. He's gonna need a lot of
He's
luck
gonna need a lot of
today.
luck, man. I just don't think they can. I think Belichick.
I like the
can
Eagles'
adjust.
defense, but Belichick and Brady.
But Belichick and Brady, that's got to be the hands down the best.
Is Gronk playing?
Yes,
he's playing.
he was cleared.
So Gronk is cleared.
Gronk
so
is cleared. Good thing remembering that.
yeah, so that's something to think about. But I mean, it was something to think about. But you know, it's a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
it is
They didn't
Super
get to
Bowl.
have him last year, and they still won. You know, so
Right.
you know Gronk's gonna be ready to do something.
And yeah, so and you have some good facts out here, man. Think about Super Bowl 52 facts. Both teams are 13-3 and had a first round bye, both at home on turf. you
Yeah,
know,
so they both kind of had the easy way in, but I mean, they deserved it because they were two of the best teams in the division consistently. In New England, just a fun fact, they're 3-0 when wearing the white jerseys, which they'll be wearing today.
Ooh.
So they're the home team, so they get to pick that. So that's something. If you're superstitious or if you're into
yeah,
those
you know,
type
a
of
lot of
numbers,
players are, man.
Yeah.
Not as much as baseball, but yeah, I
yeah.
think the
if
Cowboys.
it's not
when
broke, don't fix it.
when
right?
the Cowboys wear blue, I know I hate it. So I guess I can feel that.
Yeah, so I mean that's something they're comfortable with. In the halftime show, Justin Timberlake, and it was just announced that they're gonna have a hologram Prince out there. So I don't know if they're gonna have the chaps with the ass showing. I doubt it for the Super Bowl.
Justin Timberlake, I don't know. He's got a history of
Yeah,
trying to
so
show
I
skin.
doubt they'll have that hologram of Prince, but that is still pretty cool.
Maybe we get Chappelle
with
out there.
him being from Minnesota, the Lakes of Minnetonka.
Make some pancakes. Okay, sir.
So that's pretty awesome, a nice touch for him to tribute to that legend. And Pink will be singing the national anthem.
Pink's got a good
Shout
voice.
out to her, yeah, she's special. So
That's
yeah.
you know what, this is one of the games where you watch from beginning to end. So even like the national anthem, the commercials. This is one that you record
Right.
and watch everything because the commercials are good. They've
While
got
you eating.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it'll be at
what-
5:30
Hey, if y'all want to
Central.
let us know what y'all got going
on
on,
NBC.
cooking in the kitchen, go ahead and chat that in, and,
Right.
we'd like
Show
to
us
share
some
that with you,
pictures.
man.
Bring us a plate. Save
Right.
us a
Save us
plate.
some- Plate.
Post some pictures on our Facebook page.
We
or
don't
something.
discriminate, and we're not on diets, if you believe it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Not today, at least.
Not
yeah,
today.
yeah. But I mean, the game is going to be in the nice newer stadium in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium,
U.S.
bro.
Bank Stadium with
Right.
seats
It's no Jerry World,
65,000. It's
but
not Jerry World, but
Jerry
it's
World's
very
still
nice.
the best, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, but we did have issues
I like him.
for the Super Bowl. But yeah, it's a nice place. So it should
Very
be. It kind of
nice.
looks like they kind of copied us a little bit in that type of place.
I think it was the same designers. Maybe I want to say
Right.
maybe that was at the Atlanta Stadium. They made the good.
I think it's this one. Yeah.
they made some good money with getting other contracts with building Jerry World.
Right.
But Jerry World's still king. I'm sorry to say that I was there yesterday. No matter how many times I go to that stadium, I'm amazed every time I go in there.
What were you there for, man?
I was there for the Cincy World Tour. What's
Aight,
up?
dude.
If y'all need some Cincy, holla at your boy. My wife does let me keep my commissions.
Cincy on deck.
I got some good scents coming out. We got some manly scents. We got some manly warmers. Hit me up. I'll be your supplier, man.
When you say manly, what do you mean?
Football. They got the footballs. They got a baseball. They have sports teams, college teams.
Nice.
warmers,
NCAA, right?
NCAA.
NFL?
They don't
Oh,
have
not
any
NFL.
NFL teams, but they have
NCAA.
Major League baseball
Oh, there
teams.
we go. Okay.
And some college teams. They got.
Nice.
I got a few. I got a football on my desk. It's just
Nice.
a big football, and then I got the Longhorns mini warmer, and I'm working on getting that Rangers helmet.
Does that help you out after lunch? That Cincy?
Yeah, man. My office smells great, bro.
Después de los tacos?
Después del Chipotle, wait.
The morning office or the regular?
Already.
Both
yeah.
offices. I got one everywhere, bro.
Awesome.
But yeah,
That's
shameless
cool,
plug,
bro.
shameless
yeah,
plug.
it's all good. No, support Miss Espinosa. She
Yeah.
supports us. That's
She
what's
supports
up.
us big time, so
Oh
show the
man,
love,
and Ronnie's saying Brady's gonna be carried out in a body bag. You wish, buddy. We'll see
I don't
what
know,
happens.
bro.
I think
I
he's
don't
gonna have a
know.
long
Hey.
day. Their defense is good enough to frustrate him,
I
and
want a good
hopefully,
game, though.
hopefully he'll be there trying to
I didn't
pimp
know if I
slap
was
Josh
going to bet, but
McDaniels
now
again.
that Ronnie said that the Eagles are going to win, then I know I need a bet on the Patriots.
Oh, ya se cayó, güey.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
lawn, Ronnie.
Bumble clock.
Bumble clock.
Yeah, y'all let us know. Keep chatting in. Let us know what your predictions are, what you think the score is going to be, and we'll share it with everybody. But I
Right.
definitely think that the Eagles are not going to win at all. I tried to call out Fredo with that bet, but I know he got scared, I guess. Fredo, where you at?
Hello.
The Eagles ain't going to win, bro. I just don't think they can.
He just wants them to win because he's got money on it.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
bro. How you going to bet on the Eagles, dude? I mean,
sure.
it should be a good game. I want to see a good game. I don't want to see another blowout. I want it to be interesting, but it's kind of hard to predict it when you have Belichick. Belichick has a plan of action.
For
He
everything.
had this planned out since the beginning of the season, bro.
Right.
For every team, he's gonna find your weakness. He'll adjust to it if you counter it. So, I just don't see the Eagles winning. I just can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a bonus. Thanks, babe.
Oh, míralo.
Watch out.
That's how it goes. Wheeling and dealing, even
Wheeling
while he's
Dillon,
doing
man.
his show.
While
Look at
the
this
show.
guy.
Hey, check it out. So, Manny, what do you think the score's gonna be, bro? What are you thinking?
Man, I'm thinking it's going to be like 27 or 28-17 New England.
You know,
I say
am I right?
20. No, yeah. Give me 28-20. New England. I just don't think.
What'd you say? 28-20?
Yeah, I don't think Foles is gonna have enough to do with to beat New England. I think second half, New England tightens up and does what they do, and they take over. In the fourth quarter, they have the ball last when it counts, and they're able to score a touchdown, and that's it. It's a classic New England game. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to
That's
think.
why I picture it going
Yeah,
down. I
I'm
don't
thinking-
know. I hate to say it. I'm so tired of New England, but I really can't root for Philly, and I just don't see them having enough firepower to beat New England and Bill Belichick in his element.
Mino's got his locked in at 35-17.
That's a
Patriots.
pretty nice lead.
I
Yeah.
almost
What's
said
the
that.
line? Is it like 5 or?
It
Is
was like 4.5. I
4.5,
don't know
so it hasn't changed.
what it's at today.
Okay.
I'm sure it changed again. While Manny looks that
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I'm with Mino. I like 35.
Some
But I
touchdowns.
think they'll get 21. I think the Eagles will get 21. But 35, yeah, Brady's gonna go up. And I think I'm gonna call in a defensive touchdown on one of the teams. One of the defenses is gonna get maybe a touchdown, maybe, or special teams. Broaden that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess we're all the same thing. New England's gonna win it, man. So
Right on.
I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody
it's still
else.
holding at 4.5. So
Carlos is saying Patriots by 4, which is a closer game than I thought he was gonna go for.
Right.
Yeah, he's saying it's gonna be the run game that have the Pats to watch out for. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, and doesn't Carlos have a crush on Tom Brady or something like that?
Yeah, him and my sister-in-law. Shout out Marta. We are rooting for the same team
Yes,
this
man,
week.
crush
1
on
week and 1 week only.
Yeah. That's all good. That's good when you can bring the fam together.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's all it's about too. Super Bowl,
Yeah.
sitting
That's
there.
our team,
Pick
so-
a side, pick a team.
Yeah.
It's always better when there's someone there like that's actually going for them, so
Yeah.
you can root with them or talk shit.
And that
to
is
them.
my sister La Marta's team. It's ever since I met her, she's a
Yeah,
big
no,
Patriots fan.
she's
So
true.
I'm glad
I've met
her
her
team,
before, and
yeah.
she lets it be loud and clear. So big
She
shout out to her.
definitely hates the
Martha.
Cowboys.
Yeah, big
So,
time.
but I'm letting her know
It's
that
all good.
I'm on your side today, Marta. We're
It's
rooting
all
for the same.
good.
I want Brady for 6 and the Eagles for none. So, Little Manny's saying Brady wins.
Brady,
Another
right?
Brady.
Yeah.
So we're getting a little
We
bit of
know
mixed.
these guys know their football too. So
Yeah.
just for the record, we see it in fantasy football since 2011. These dudes, they're pretty consistent in what they do.
Yeah.
So
man,
I
that's
think
good.
the only one we have that's against something else is Ronnie
Yeah,
against the Eagles.
which doesn't surprise me.
And then
Right.
Fredo.
He'll be yelling, "Get off my lawn!" the whole Super Bowl.
He's gonna remember that when he scored a
Like,
touchdown.
Get off my lawn, Brady! Yeah,
Yeah, man.
every time.
Every time. Anything we can think of else that's on the game? Anything odd that you may want to throw in about the game, about the Super Bowl?
No, man.
Anything we're looking forward
I'm
to?
excited to see hopefully some commercials. I'm happy. It's been a while since I've just sat and watched
Watched one
a
game?
whole
You
game.
think we'll see something we've never seen?
So I'm
before?
excited to do that. We've been seeing a lot of that in Super Bowl.
Right.
You never know.
The playoffs were good,
Some-
so it's gonna require this to be a good game for it to
Some
top it off.
overtime types shenanigans or something, or what are y'all
That'd be
talking
nice.
about? Is
It
that-
would be nice, but I don't
Right?
think it'll happen. But it gets close.
you never
It's
know,
close.
man.
You never know.
I mean, if
It's-
they could get to Brady, get some turnovers,
And that's all it is.
Eagles special teams is special. It is special. They're good. So
I think
never know.
Von Miller posted that the way to beat the Patriots is just sack Tom Brady.
I could see the Eagles getting up early and
Yeah.
letting the lead go away. But if the Eagles can stay on their lead and not get too conservative, then like a lot of teams tend to do against the Patriots, then I think they can make a game of it. But I really see the Patriots coming out on top no matter
Yeah.
what.
All right,
Guys.
well, same consensus. I don't think anybody's disagreeing.
Sorry,
with us.
guys. We're the Buddy Bears. Nah.
Right.
It's all good. But, I mean, we've seen it before, people. Y'all know. I mean, they're
the
they're
Pats
5
came
of
back
7. Yeah,
They
the only
came
team to
back
beat
from-
them was the New York Giants and Eli Manning on some fluke plays, some will
on
say.
a
So
bubble gum on a helmet.
there you go.
But yeah, y'all saw what they did last year. I just don't think that now no matter what happens, it's a win-win for me because if the Eagles do win, I'm sad that the Eagles got a ring, but Brady lost,
Yeah.
and then vice versa. If Brady wins and the Eagles don't win, so
I hear you, man.
can't-
Well, I guess I was gonna do some
You got some
just some quick nuggets on the NBA. Blake Griffin being
Oh, yeah.
traded to the
In other
Detroit
sports news.
Pistons. Yeah, and other sports news. That's interesting because of the LA Clippers dynamic. They're pretty much giving up on that whole super team
Right.
idea that they had going. Chris Paul's gone.
So
So who does that leave?
the one person that didn't want to come here,
DeAndre Crybaby Jordan.
where you at now, bro?
Yeah, bro. So
Where you
that
at?
hits home to Dallas Mavericks fans
They
because he
wanted
had
to come to
committed to
Dallas.
us. He
They
decommitted.
said that we were going to build a team here, and they left you high and dry.
Right. He
Yeah.
interrupted the banana boat vacation. Put it all on hot. The banana boat
I
game.
mean, we won the boat, man.
Oh, many people you want to
There's only one on the boat now, man.
Yeah, one on the boat.
One on the
So,
boat, dude. You're
You
Karma's
got
a
what you
bitch.
wanted.
yeah. What happened, dude? Like you could have been on a lesser worse team. With
Doc
the Mavericks.
Rivers, Austin Rivers, like what's going on? Like he's favoring him like too much.
That's who they got, bro.
Dude,
That's
so-
that's it. DeAndre Jordan. Y'all go back to the old Clippers.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. The Clippers who are who we thought they
They
were.
were.
In Dennis Green's words, yeah, basically.
Right.
So
How does that work out for you?
that's
No
know
love
some will
lost
say
here.
that's karma, yeah, because I mean they had a lot of shady stuff that they were doing, and I mean their previous owner, you can't fault the new owner for the previous owner's
Yeah.
doing, but sometimes once a team has a stigma and has a certain thing about it, it has to suffer for a little
It's
while, and I
tainted,
think
yeah,
that's what
bro.
it's going for, yeah. So and that's interesting, for Mavs fans. So I'm glad we didn't get DeAndre Jordan in retrospect, So
Yeah,
he
we
has his
seeing
weaknesses.
the love for DeAndre Jordan. Carlos says congrats. He
Right.
played himself, and then that was a good point that you brought up, Little Manny. The Cavs looking like poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
That was our
barely gonna
next.
say
That
right
was
now.
our next topic, bro.
Exactly.
Next
topic.
LeBron is having his worst
Wah,
month
wah.
in the
Wah,
NBA.
wah,
Like
wah.
defensively, he's not trying that hard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I that brought me to the question this morning: is he trying to play his way out of Cleveland to justify?
I think
it?
so, bro.
So maybe the Warriors. There's talks
Ugh.
of him going to LA, the
Man,
Clippers.
if
Me
he,
and- me
if
and
he
Manny said
goes
that.
to the Warriors, I ain't
We're
watching
not watching basketball. no more,
Clippers,
bro.
Lakers, yeah, that's how I feel too. Like basketball would be that would be catastrophic for basketball if he was to join Curry and,
yeah.
and Durant.
Who would beat him? Like that's like an all-star team. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to see some competition. This is the reason why I stopped watching basketball as much as I used to before. It's just
gone to the motto: if you can't beat them, join them.
Join them, yeah. And like, man, what happened to the good old days?
A little Manny is saying that Isaiah Thomas is a problem in Cleveland. So, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I mean, as it stands, they're still pretty high in the standings, so they're still going to have opportunity in the playoffs.
Kyrie Irving was right and jumping the ship, man.
Yeah,
Kyrie,
Kyrie's a beast, bro.
He's a diva, but he's a beast. Look at the Celtics, you know.
Right.
LeBron to Dallas. I could see that. That Mark's got the money.
One day. That would be nice.
You know what?
I'm trying not to get my hopes up on that. I used to buy in a long time ago, but I just
think the only chance we have at that is because he's a Cowboys fan. But
that would be
that's the only chance we got.
Right. If Mark Cuban could say, hey, let's go. Yeah, go play at the stadium. Something like that. Something to that effect. Then maybe. But, yeah, that would be, man, I wish. Yeah. That'd be awesome. With Dennis Smith Jr., and him, that would be
we can't land anybody. So
yeah,
nobody wants to come here, bro.
Yeah,
we have to. He's just
trolling. He's just trolling. And Joe Fuller says LeBron in Dallas. Hell no, laugh out loud. Yeah, seriously, bro. It's just like a pipe dream, you know.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but no, I mean, the NBA,
you never know.
There's a lot of different stuff going on, and there's a lot of drama in the NBA.
There is
a
lot of drama in the NBA,
all over the place.
Yeah, and I mean Paul
hey,
he was too crunk this morning.
Wow, baby.
My bad.
What it do?
My bad. John Wall is injured, so I was a little crunk thanks to DJ Mino out there. Yeah.
We started off right today.
Yeah, we did start off right this morning, but yeah, so there's some key injuries out there that are going on, you know. So
yeah, the NBA will tune into you. Me personally,
All-Star Weekend's next weekend too, so that's a good weekend.
That's where I start to watch.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah,
dunk contest finally
the next weekend. Yeah,
let's make it interesting. I don't understand why these big names don't want to do the dunk contest.
Right?
Bro. Like, what's the? It's not for anything. You're not gonna look back because you flunked a dunk or you didn't win. Make it interesting.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It's all right. That's when I start watching basketball. Is the Super Bowl's over and it's NBA weekend, All-Star weekend. So, where are they having it at this year?
That's
Does
a
anybody
good question. I'm looking at it right now.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Man, any boxing news for us?
It's been kind of slow these last couple weekends. There was a fight last week, Lucas Matthisi. It was kind of a boring fight, but he knocked the other dude out. He's been good. I was telling Adolf the big fights are really coming up in March, man. We have quite a bit of fights in March with Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios. We got Mikey Garcia, which was supposed to be in February, got moved to March because his opponent got hurt in camp, so they had to move it back. They're fighting in San Antonio in March. And then you have Deontay Wilder versus David Ortiz, or not David Ortiz, but
Big Papi?
King Kong Ortiz. That fight was supposed to happen a while back, but Ortiz failed the drug test, but now he's good to go. Then I think Anthony Joshua should be fighting towards the end of March. So we got a lot of good fights coming up.
They're coming up.
But it's kind of slow right now. But they're coming up. Stay tuned. We got a lot of good fights this year.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait.
Right. I was looking at the schedule last night, and, man, there's a lot of good fights.
A lot of free boxing, too.
A lot of free boxing.
Yeah, even my grandpa was asking, he was like, when are these boxing, when is this coming in? And it's exciting for me because he doesn't have HBO. He's not the type that's will ever have HBO or Showtime. And for him to be able to see boxing, a sport that he loved and was able to grow up watching on free TV to watch it.
Right.
Awesome,
pretty much free on basic TV. So that's awesome. Yeah. So I was excited to tell him
when
they're coming up.
Been having more boxing matches now too, like on Saturday nights.
That's awesome. And to answer Juice's question from earlier, the All-Star game will be February 16th or the weekend 16th through 18th in LA. So that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be going down in LA.
Ooh. LA.
If I could be there,
big
I
city
would.
dream.
Yeah.
Going back to Cali.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well,
let's get into the
what's
happening.
What's happening?
We want to remind y'all that the SportsCave t-shirts are on sale. The links will be in the description.
Yeah, they're
support
gonna be
the
straight
cause,
fire, man.
This is going just for you supporting us, man. We're not
straight fire. We got some
we
got some other ones in the works. We got
so
a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna try to get some hoodies, different things like that going on.
So stay tuned for all the merch, man.
For sure.
Remind y'all again that February 17th from 12 to 6, the Brew and Arts Art Show, man, at the Legal Draft Beer Company. It's at 500 East Division in Arlington. We will be out there.
Cool.
That is coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, we're still getting ready for that. And
we're still working on it.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it out in the near future, too, to go scope it out, get some intel, see how it goes.
And then we're going to plug in again. March 3rd, another festival, another art show. That's going to be down in Dallas at the Noble Ray Brewing Company. That won't be from 12 to 7. So March 3rd, February 17th, mark it on your calendars. Your boys will be out there.
Baby.
And not forget the pizza giveaway.
The pizza giveaway. Adolf, let's let these people know how to win some free pizza.
All right. The phrase that pays is Chicago Chubs.
Chicago Chubs.
Chicago Chubs. That. So hit us up on our Facebook, our Instagram, Twitter. Message it to us.
PM message, whatever.
Whoever. If it's one of us, just let us know. We're going to jot down all the names and then make randomizer, and then whoever wins it for this month, and then we'll make sure that we reach out to them in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, please. And then
we'll get it to you.
Yeah, we'll get it to you. And then stay tuned in the next couple months for
we're going to be doing a pizza giveaway once a month. And again, we're going to give you a phrase. Basically, you heard it now. You guys watching live got a head start. You can send it in now to somebody. It's Chicago Chubs. If you didn't catch it, or you want, we're going to share this again. Anybody that watches the show, you got the post-production, the non-live version, will have a chance to win as well. So if you want to tell your friends, if anybody that want, the more you spread out the word, the more chances you get somebody that take you to get some pizza if you didn't win. So the phrase that pays is Chicago Chubs. It'll be on the post-production, put it in there, and then just message anybody, the page, get your name in the drawing, you'll get a free pizza. I mean, it's free food.
Yeah, we'll announce the winner soon. Stay tuned for details on our pages. We'll let you know as soon as possible. There's no way we won't let you know.
Yes, someone's going to win some free pizza.
Right on. Let there be pizza.
And it won't be us. All right. We'll let y'all
We're not
win
eligible.
pizza.
And I hope everybody gets full of food today.
Yes.
Have a great Super Bowl Sunday.
For real. It's time to go. I know
it's time to do this.
Yeah. One last shout out I have to give to my boys, Loyal Sally, Michael, Microphone Lewis, and Bubba. Yeah, Bubba's and Meckles, as we affectionately know them. If you don't know what Meckles means, look it up. I can't say it. But they've been our homies since high school. I got to see a lot of the old friends from South Garland High School. Shout out to the Colonels. Some of my friends are doing big things. My boy Chris Wesley is actually one of the guys that does the locker rooms for the Dallas Mavericks, and he's done some things for the Stars. So I'm going to talk to him, see what I could do to possibly get him on, get some information. Those are big plugs. He's like, he was excited about our stuff. I'm like, dude, like
you got to connect.
You got the juice, man. Like that's the type of stuff that we need to do. And my homie Blake York, he's also a state champion in mountain biking. I'd like to have him on one day. So it's cool to see him out there. And my boy Monty, he makes beats and stuff like that. So I'm trying to connect him to some other guys and get some beats going, have some jam sessions that we'll be bringing to y'all. Once we're ready, we're like very close. Yeah, we need a Sports Cave theme song for sure. So
original one.
Anybody got some?
We get back in the booth,
some
man.
ideas? Yeah, turn my mic up. You know what I'm saying?
Turn the beat down.
Turn the beat down.
With hi-hat.
But we got some big things in the works. This is a podcast. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing everything. We're growing, and we definitely got different things going on. This is more than a podcast. This is
don't be afraid
love
to call
between
in
these guys, and thanks for
shout out
Mino
to
for
James
doing what
Jones,
he does.
Blaxican Films, supporters, man.
Yeah, big shout out to him and Flo.
Other than that, guys, we have nothing else much for you. We're ready to go get our party on too. So we
Chub
appreciate
Life.
y'all for tuning in. Enjoy the food. It's your boy Juice.
Adolf, aka Young Jimmy J.
This guy, Big Matt in the house.
All right, y'all have a good Sunday. Super Bowl.
Thank you for watching the Sports Cave on #Champs.
#Champs is a Twisted Curve production.